people, please subscribe and all that good stuff. Like, comment. You know, this is the news. This is the news. One of the big stories is Gunna snitching caught on audio. Am I surprised? Oh, no, no, not Gunna. I'm mixing it up. He was a snitch. Let me bring it back. I mean, Young Thug, right? Not surprised Young Thug got off of his case, but he's on like 15 years probation. He got 15 years probation. Are you surprised that this audio came out? I don't know why people are like making it like it's something like a miracle. Yo, all these guys who get caught with, especially with that Rico, they all snitch. Anybody who's caught with that Rico, they all snitching. No one wants to be in prison for life if you have a chance. So why are you surprised? Young Thug snitched. I guarantee I done some content probably a couple months ago talking about Young Thug. Gunna, they claim he's a snitch. Are you surprised? The Rico, get it through your head. No one wants to be in prison, especially if you're a millionaire, especially if you're famous. So why are you surprised, people? Why are you surprised that Young Thug got caught? Well, not caught. Audio got released of him talking to the man. Why are you surprised? I swear social media got some people's brains fried. Look up the law, look up the process. This man got off. It wasn't just his lawyer, it's what he gave up for his freedom. The man was facing like many years under the RICO. So, what did he give up so he could be out of prison? To me, it's still like a miracle, man. This is still like a miracle that he's out, but he got 15, about 12 to 15 years on probation. If he sneezes, he could probably go back to prison. So why are you surprised? Now, we got academics live on stream talking to almost the whole world, talking to Rollo, I think, talking to 6ix9ine, talking to Top 5, talking about how Young Thug snitched. He snitched a long time ago. So why are you surprised, people? Why are you surprised about this? In the game, right? The man wants his freedom. He's a multi-millionaire, right? He's famous. And it's not just him. There's a whole bunch of people who have done the same. They went to prison, they were charged with something, and then they came out. You got to look on all these rappers, a lot of these rappers that faced some serious charges that never really spent any time in prison, including Jay-Z. Jay-Z got charged with stabbing somebody years ago and never spent that much time in prison. He never really even spent any time, I think. So how did he come off of that charge? Good lawyers? Or did he give up anything? You got to look on this. A lot of rappers, right, in the industry have been charged with big, cases, and they never really spend any long time in prison. Lil Wayne, who else? The King, of Atlanta, Ti. A whole bunch of guns was caught. He was caught with. Never spend no long time in prison. But if you're a certain individual, right, you might get that time. You might get that time. It depends who you are connected to, right? Like I said, Jay-Z was accused of stabbing somebody and he didn't spend that much time in prison. Snoop Dogg almost accused of murder, right? And he didn't really spend not too long in prison at all, maybe never. I don't even think he even went to prison. So you got to really look on it. Some of your favorite hip hop artists, because that's the people where I'm talking about in the industry, never got any serious time. And the ones that got serious time probably wasn't in a certain circle, right? So this RICO is serious. The RICO is very serious. No one really escapes the RICO. And if you do, you probably gave up someone. Trust me. If you get off that RICO, you gave up something. So, AKA P. Diddy, they tried to hit P. Diddy with that RICO and it got taken apart. Now he's in prison for something else. You know, it's not the RICO. So what did Puff Daddy or his people give up? That's soon gonna spill out. What did Puff Daddy give up? Give up, I mean, because he beat that RICO. That's hard to beat. The RICO's hard. The mafia, what's been around for a long time, organized, right? They got hit with the RICO many times. So Puffy, who did he give up? The mafia figures, they are known, a lot of them are known rats and gave up people for their freedom. A lot of them are out right now. You see documentaries, you see them on podcasts. A lot of mafia figures. So they had to give up something to be out in this world. So if these guys, big mafia crime lords and stuff like that, are out, imagine what these rappers are doing. I'm going to say it again. If people who are in organized crime or been in organized crime for years give up people, and you know organized crime is serious, they'll kill you if you rat on them, right? They don't care even if court is going on. If they give up people, imagine what the hip hop artist will give up who wants to be a bad boy or be involved in crime. They all give up unless you see them in prison for many, 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 many years, right? So I'm just saying that I'm not surprised about this whole young thug because Gunna is people are calling him a rat, and that was Young Thug's artist. That was Young Thug's artist. Get it through your head. And people are calling him a rat. They're forgiving him in some type of way. Some people, and Young Thug too. Now people are calling him out. I was calling him out a long time ago, months ago. I'm not surprised. So you all should not be surprised about this whole situation with Young Thug, right? This is going viral now. People are acting like they're surprised. I'm not surprised. I think I warned a lot of people in my older content about this. When you see a rapper like Young Thug on well, he was on trial or his case was going around for more than a year, right? And now he is off. Well, he's not fully off. Well, he's out. You should question it. Question it, question it, question it. Because they gave it up, right? 6ix9ine admits it. He admits it. There's a couple other guys who had admitted in the culture, right? 6ix9ine admitted. And he was getting extorted, right? He was getting robbed, right? People were sleeping with his, or, forcing his lady to give up stuff. 6ix9ine. But people are calling 6ix9ine the rat, the mascot as the rat. But there's others who are the rat. That's the news for that, right? That's the news. Well, what else is going on in the hip hop media or out there in the world, right? Because a lot of this stuff is overshadowing the major things what's going on in the universe. Right now, these tariffs, a lot of countries, right, have locked off America from their exports and stuff. So everybody's getting punished because Trump has put out tariffs on everybody. So in reverse, the other countries, they're doing the same. It's bringing up prices. It's playing with the economy, right? It's screwing up a lot of things, right? Bringing up food prices in the grocery store, bringing up all types of goods. It's affecting the market. And this is what Trump is doing going into 2026. So, meanwhile, we're talking about all this rap wars and people getting, you know, in all these situations. Trump is doing stuff in his own country, wants to do martial law, right? Have his a whole police state fully. He wants to like filter it out in his way, right? He wants to make the streets safe. So now he's doing this with the whole ICE, right? Trying to make the cities safe. Before that, he's still doing it. He's going after all the undocumented immigrants. That's what he's going after. He's going out after all the undocumented immigrants, people who are illegal, right? So he's filtering out the system and he's blaming a lot of them for the crime too. A lot of them he's saying that they're cartels, right? AKA from Mexico, South America. He's blaming them right now. So that's part of the filtering system. And also going to certain cities he claims have big problems with crime and wants to clean it up and, basically take control of the police forces. That's what Trump's doing. Meanwhile, we're talking about Drake and Kendrick Lamar and all these other stuff about rats, what is not really that important. These guys are celebrities. These guys are millionaires. They're rich, right? They are rich. Meanwhile, the government, I'm talking about Trump, even I'm in Canada, Carney, he's bringing up all types of things, right? A lot of things are going up in prices. They're changing a lot of rules and regulations. A lot of laws are getting passed. Well, we're not paying attention. Well, I'm paying attention to it. A lot of people ain't paying attention what their government is doing. A lot of these stories, especially these hip hop stories or rap stories, or you want to call it whatever, on social media, is a big distraction from the real issues at hand. So meanwhile, we talk about Gunna and his rat stuff and Young Thug and Drake and Kendrick Lamar. You got Trump doing all these things, right? You got Carney doing all these things. You got all these governments doing a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. At the same time, they're talking about aliens every day. All of a sudden, aliens are real. I just find it funny. It was a hoax forever, right? Growing up, they were saying if you believe in aliens, you're crazy. But now on social media, they're making it seem like it's real. And if you say that they're crazy, you look crazy. If you say people are crazy for believing in aliens, right, and UFOs, you look crazy. But now that's the norm. But bless up to everybody. Please subscribe. I know they shadow ban my channel, our channel. They shadow ban this for a fact because I speak the real, right? The stories, the celebrity stories, what's talked about, that gets a lot of attention. It gets a lot of attention. People will watch those, right? But what I'm talking about celebrities too. But when I talk about the real, and a lot of times I talk about the real, it is shadow banned 100%. Whatever, if you call whatever, that's what they're doing. This is down to earth, right? I'm giving you the real. So they will shadow ban my shit. If I talk about some stuff what doesn't matter, it will get the views. Trust me. I talk about like, controversial stuff in the media. And I'm not talking about politics, talking about, like I was talking earlier, Young Thug and Gunna and talking about Drake and shit like that. It's going to get attention on YouTube. It will get a lot of attention because the algorithm is going towards that way, even though 1,000 people are talking about a lot of those stories. Meanwhile, there's more important things at hand, right? Right now, AIDS, for example, is sweeping America. AIDS is sweeping America, especially in the black community, stronger than ever. You hear anybody talking about that? You hear anybody warning people about, safe sex like back in the days? No, it is hitting at a big percent. A lot of people are getting HIV and dying. But that is not something people want to talk about because it's not popular, right? I'm not going to stay on this too long. This is just a news flash giving you guys a little update. New content coming in the new year. 2026 is right around the corner. You know, September, fall is coming. So we're going to be doing a lot of different content, um, documentaries, independent movies, series, because we're more than a podcast. Bless up to my brother Rastafari Samurai and the whole D2E family. This is D2E News, straight to you. Don't believe the hype. I'm out.